moment. Okay, and we are recording. We are going to resume where we left off last night. Okay, roughly. Okay.
Your own mental peril. And I deserve it because I did it. And that's fine. As long as we all agree this is a symbiotic circle, suck my fucking dick. I do think it's fucked up. Okay. Do I think
I just
Ariel
need them
is a
to,
nice...
they can call me a fat fucking cunt every day for the rest of the year. As long as they stop fucking calling me a sex trafficker, because it's not true.
They're going to
Go
all
and
say
prove
it.
it.
They're like,
Go and prove it. Go and prove it.
Yeah, but Veronica,
like, it's so dumb.
Because you said that's the one thing
It's
that
not hard
bothers
to
you.
find out.
Veronica, you said that's the thing that bothers you, so that's the thing they're going to say every time
can't
now.
Stop. I can't.
Yeah, it's too late now because you gave up your card.
It's literally the worst possible thing ever. Like, oh my God. I'm so annoyed.
Like I said, is it hurting your bottom number on
yes.
the internet?
No, you don't understand. It's hurting me so bad. You don't even understand.
It's making you angry.
It has cost me. It has cost me so much. Like, you have no idea.
But don't let it. You have to. And I can't.
But it isn't a choice, because if people Google me now, there it is.
Yeah, but
period.
Like, okay, I
don't care.
I know.
You can say,
this is the worst thing about, exposing yourself in any capacity on this, on this platform, whatever, or any platform, is like, you speak the truth and then you say something that's, that is previously unknown information. I mean, I assume anyone knows that they could Google BB Vic in whatever, just in some way, but I didn't know that, her name was worldwide like that, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like, I Google, I don't know her actual like surname. Then it's like, would you Google BB Vic, or would you Google hot ass biznatch? That I don't know if that's her like, working name. You know what I mean? Like her working girl name. So, but yeah, like what I wonder is, like, I feel like what she's saying is like, anybody that, might be interested in working with me or seeing if I'm somebody reputable to work with, can Google and immediately find all these YouTube videos about me. And I just, because before I know she was
right.
Yeah, so I know she had a different name before.
Okay. So is she saying it's hurting her because of this, hurting her bottom line, and hurting
her bottom line, and that her entire existence is online now, because I don't think she's actively working in the field anymore.
Okay.
I think she's she records content. She sells content and stuff. So yeah.
But Jessica's just saying, don't let it hurt your bottom. Like, don't let it hurt you. Don't let it hurt your bottom line. And then also the really important thing is the one thing that bothers you. You let them know it's too late.
Exactly.
It's your fault. You let them know the one thing that would bother you, even though they were probably throwing lots of like stones. They'll just
prior to weed that out of you, to get you to this point where it's like, but
now we found something that bothers you, and like you're not supposed to let it. Don't let anything bother you. Be Teflon.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that it's like Mexica has all this like.
So I'm really glad though, because she's just not going to be bothered by us talking about her right now.
She's not going to be bothered. She's not even going to listen to this, because she doesn't even know that I have a channel. Okay.
No, she's not going to listen at all.
No, she's not. And what it is that she has all this sage wisdom, like in retrospect, and it's just like, I don't understand, like, as an adult, it's like, how do you not bring up, as an adult without children, how do you, but I also know that everybody would, that we all like feel like perpetually 16, at times or whatever, but I just don't understand how so much of, this person that we both, know is like, so now I believe that we do it this way, or people should XYZ. Like,
Mm-hmm.
based on my experience of, doing damage to people online, damage to my own mental health, or whatever, etc. This is the advice I now give. And it's like, but there's no, one can't go back and fix mistakes that they've done in the past. You just have to kind of cry about those manically a little bit, and then you move on. You move on, and then you insult new people or old people, whatever.
Right. Like, yeah. I'm a mess, and I admit I'm a mess, and I admit I might not be a good person, but I'm also going to tell everybody who I like, who I don't like, why I like them, and
Yeah, and
take
I'm
it or
not
leave it.
saying you guys should listen to me. I'm just
Right.
saying.
I'm just
She's just
saying,
saying.
like, why
Yeah,
would yeah.
I'm screaming this in a public on
Screaming.
a public platform, but nobody should listen to me. Okay,
Right.
fine.
Oh, just don't look.
But
That's why I said for 3 fucking years I've dealt with this shit, and now I'm talking back because I tried to hide. I tried to make it go away, and it never went away.
okay,
So
but
now
listen,
I'm just showing the truth.
what is their content of you now? Okay, so for instance, right? Everything
I
anybody
don't
could
even
say
know.
about me was
I'm not even looking
2+
now.
years ago, really, right? So what is their content of you now? You responding to them. So you either accept that you're in the circle of symbiotic views
Right.
by
I
being in that
know.
circle, or you stop fucking saying anything about them, because then they have nothing to say about you. And what are they gonna do? Play the same video about you for 4 years? Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
No. Nobody
Yes.
wants to watch you,
They
so then they'll lose
did.
viewers. Then they will lose viewers. Because nobody gives
Oh
a fuck.
God.
Because nobody fucking cares unless it's new milk.
It's so annoying.
As
It's
I'm moving
so
on here.
it makes my brain hurt. Like I'm telling you, it makes my brain hurt, the ridiculousness of it all. Right? I just want some rosy shit. Like I want to
Yes.
laugh. I want to watch and see. Dude, have you seen how fucking fat she is now?
Yes.
This
But
shit
I
is
also gained like
crazy.
100 pounds
It's
online. I lost a
insanity.
lot of it. But I gained a fucking shit ton of weight, bitch, online. So I can't.
I
But she
have let
is
me
fat
see
as
how
a
skinny
fuck.
you are. Let me see your skinny ass now.
Oh, you
You
want to?
said you
Okay.
got all skinny. Let me see your
I'm not.
skinny
I'm
ass.
not skinny, but I'm mid-range. I'm like a mid-size. I'm like a Rav4. Hold on.
You're RAV4. I love me a good RAV4.
How do I flip this? Like for me, it's like a black. Can you see me?
Oh
You know
yeah, I
what
can
I
see you.
love?
Oh, for
Oh
me,
yeah, you do
it's
look
like a black
skinty.
square.
Do you
Look at you.
remember his name? What was the black familiar cat?
Oh, Beans.
Beans.
Justice for
I would
Beans.
like. I know that Beans went to live with with a neighbor friend or friend of mom or whatever, and got fat. I think, or not fat, but actually, like I think became more of a house cat. But like, I would love if Beans was just out in the distance and just like, we just call
Yeah.
Beans. And then Beans attacked her. Or just Beans climbed her like he climbed like telephone poles, like he just does, whatever. But
I would like Beans to come up, sniff her, and then just like walk away. Be like, no.
yeah, like this is not, you're no longer, like, I'm not your familiar now.
Yeah.
I'm just, yeah. Yeah. I'm street cat. I belong to the streets, which he did.
You said you'd come back for me.
Oh my God. I loved that. Was the first time I'd seen, I was like, is she, does she have powers? Like, just because that was the first time I saw somebody walking in the black night road, not a fucking what is it called? Not a street light, like to be found.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a cat walking alongside them, like following their journey that she finds like halfway through, like, oh, Beans, you've been following me this whole time. Hello, Beans. And I'm like,
Girl World is honestly just really about cats.
yeah, it is. And like feral humans. Like that's
awesome cats.
Yeah, and awesome cats. That's true. Like Twix, S Jams, Twix, and who's another? Oh, Cinta is Bali's cat that I love. And then there's somebody, I mean, everybody has a cat. Well, Sam and BBJ. Did you see Lone Entourage's documentary yet?
No.
I mean, they are documentaries. She made a pause, thing for
from the latest cat drama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's already like all the anti-foodie beauty people are already in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Ew.
I'm not like just don't eat and be depressed and be dramatic. Great diet. No, I'm
What
not
do
saying
you
like
think of Buddha? What do you think of Buddha?
Don't
who.
Give
eat
me your okay.
cheese.
I'm gonna shut up. Tell me
Okay,
exactly what you think
Not a
of Buddha.
leading question. What do you think? Hey, what do you think of
I
my
think
energy?
Buddha
We need the tea. What does JM think of
has
Buddha?
Yeah.
personally in her own personal life. I feel like she
Oh,
has
it's
worked a lot,
of course it's her. Of course it's
but
her.
I don't think it
She's like,
translates
well,
the way she thinks it does when she makes content. And you could, whatever I'm saying right now, you could say, oh, you too, Jessica. But if you're asking me, I'm going to tell you, right?
Oh yeah.
So I think sometimes Buddha, okay, it's her channel, right? So this is fine. But Buddha's channel is very much the Buddha show, which is fine because it's her channel and I watch it. But it's like, something about it is a little bit
Thank you,
off.
Aniara.
Something about it is slightly off to me and I don't know what it is. And, um, but I also realized because, like I said, I saw the trolling that was taking place. That like she was feeling the need to defend herself because she was in a line of fire, and I don't know why she was in it. I don't know if it was just for funny because the people thought she was going to be someone easy to make crack and or if she really fucked with someone back in the day. I
Win
don't know. But like
today. Win.
when she
Win
first
back
came
then.
when she first came back, when Buddha first came back, I believe
Uh
that
huh.
and I first of all, number one, I'm raising my hand. I
She
thought a
never
lot of this
left.
was funny.
You know that
She
she was
never
in your
left.
Discord, right? Yeah, she was in your Discord. You know that, right?
But I don't think she ever left. Oh my God, there's a few people
She
I think.
never left and she was in your Discord. And I think that she was getting all of her purple
this
glitter
is
shit
not
from Discord.
like
I
like,
think
I'm nauseous, but two things. This is not how misinformation spreads at all. Like I think
No.
this is regular journalism. This is not speculation. It's like one lady who self-identifies as neurodivergent says she never left.
She
Just
never
based
left.
that it's just she never left. And then the next woman who self-identifies as neurodivergent is says, she was in your Discord. Um, and then the first woman says, I don't know that, but she never left. So it's just, it's like, it's competing. I mean, they're all facts. These are all facts, but they're just competing facts. That's all.
that
I don't
she
know.
was, yeah, I think she was, I really do. I could be wrong. That's just a conspiracy, allegedly.
Oh, okay.
But
Allegedly, it's
because
supposed to
like
be.
her purple glitter shit stopped as soon as,
Should
um,
I,
well,
Scarlett?
anyway,
I just want to say,
I'm gonna
Scarlett, you're
shut
not
up.
on my block list unless there's
I
two
don't know if
separate
I'm
ones
allowed to say
versus.
that.
I
Okay,
want to
so
say
the
Never
that
mind.
conspiracy is that
Scarlett, you're
Buddha
not.
made PG content based on Jessica's Discord, and then Buddha stopped making PG content the minute Jessica's Discord went away.
That's her theory. And it's
Allegedly, this
allegedly,
is like a conspiracy theory.
yes. And I just disagree with the conspiracy only because when Buddha started her content, I was introduced to it that she was starting content from Azria's channel. And then when I went to Buddha's content and it began, it was very much purple glitter oriented. And I don't remember Messica having a Discord anymore. She had long not had a Discord anymore, as far as I know. But what do I know? There could have been maybe she means something after Call Mike. I don't know.
But basically, they're just insinuating that Buddha steals and doesn't have her own original ideas or something.
Yes, and there's a narrative about like that's been, I don't know if it started here and then Monty continued it, about her never having left, and speculation about whether she is her own friend, this person Moby Dick, who
Okay, so
appeared out of
she's
nowhere.
right. So maybe she was on an alt account or something, but also, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
But like,
she has said
she's
she
a
said
clinger.
yeah,
She's
she said about Moby Dick that it was a shared account that she had with a friend that she used, I believe, over the years. And like her friend would use it, she'd use it, interchangeably or whatever. And Veronica doesn't believe that, and Monty doesn't believe that. These are things that I know.
All right. Well, it doesn't even matter because they all have like 1,000 sock accounts. Like,
Yeah.
does it even matter if Buddha has 5 or 10 or 15? Like, that's the only way she could probably participate if she.
Correct.
So,
yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. Out her.
it's
On my block
important
list,
we
like when I
know.
go on my studio blocked, you're not there. But I don't know if there's like another thing that's I'm not looking at. Just number one. But okay, so Buddha, I'm just gonna say to Buck, fuck it, cancel me. Like I've been there, bitch, I'm canceled. Buddha, what I don't like is when she's like, hey everybody, did you see my new set? Everybody, like, do you like my new background? I worked very hard on that on AI. Or when she's like talking about the hairdresser thing 5 times in a row, I think we're all laughing, which I tried to, but I still like it because I'm watching it because I think it's funny that she's doing that. But like,
See,
is
what
that
confuses me is I honestly thought everyone was
I get
trolling
it.
her at first, and then it turned out like a few people actually were really liking her, and that confused me a lot. And yeah, how do you feel about her curing BPD?
I know. I think she. Okay, so I feel like while she might have found okay, I think Buddha is incredibly skilled at masking, and I fucking hate to say, and this is my opinion, I have no facts. A lot of us wear our shit on our sleeves, so you'll be like, that bitch is crazy. But Buddha has that. Okay, so you know when you look at Breezy, you're like, what the fuck is going on here? If I listen to Buddha too long, I'm like, what's going on here? And she did nothing wrong to me. She's not saying anything that bad. The people she's talking about, mostly, I don't know about you. I don't think about you.
Right?
Mostly the other people she's talking about did shit to her first. I think she's attractive. I think she puts effort into her content. I think she's entertaining for the most part. But something about it does not feel genuine. And
Because
say it
it's
about
not.
me. I don't give a fuck. And what
No,
that
you
fucking
don't understand, Jessica. The reason you built such a big following is because of your genuine nature. And like people can relate to you on a lot of different levels. Like different people relate to you on different things about
okay.
you. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But Buddha curates her personality. And the things she says are always bullshit and fake. Everything is curated and meant to invoke certain feelings,
Yeah,
thoughts. Like
okay.
she is so manipulative. It's on like this massive level. And that most people don't even realize it, but like it's literally everything she does.
And
Everything.
and if
Okay,
okay, so if I was like,
Lex, I
how do I
just
say
want to
this?
talk.
Fuck,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not even gonna try to. I'm not even gonna.
No, just I told you, just you can
Okay,
literally yell
so
out fun.
this is like where, yeah. So like last night, I was just like, okay, this is too much because I like. I'm just gonna talk. This is my unprofessional opinion, but I'm just gonna say what I know
Mhm.
of BPD. And if they're talking, they're talking about borderline personality disorder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no cure for BPD. There's treatment and skills that you learn. Usually, the treatment modality is both in person and group. It's, I think, recommended to like 12 months. So it's a long term, like outpatient intensive treatment to teach mindfulness, to
Okay.
teach like interpersonal relationship skills, like to teach distress tolerance, um, and monitoring your own sort of like
Reactions.
yes, like an emotional regulation.
Yeah.
Really learn how to regulate your emotional state. It is something that I believe stems from abuse, and it's a failure in development, in child development, to like integrate black and white. So when you're a child, one of the parents' jobs is to like say good and bad, but like people aren't just good or bad. Like these guys are kind of in a way demonstrating that by saying, or they're trying to play on that idea of people aren't good or bad, even and then talking about really bad people and applying it to them,
Yeah.
which is not
I mean,
how it works.
There's it's like, it's never that I'm not able to relate to some of the, some of the things that Jessica says, and, the way that she describes people, like,
She's like taking
gross
concepts.
liberties, like,
Yes, with
yeah,
liberty. And so just like saying, what do you think about this cure? Like, is she cured? Like,
yeah,
no, she's learning how to manage a lifelong, really difficult, if that's true, really difficult diagnosis that can really be a struggle in having any sort of long-term stable relationship and friendships. And it just, you tend to, so the fact that Buddha is in the community and at all is a testament to her, because generally speaking they burn bridges really badly and cannot return, like so badly it's just like
but that's the
there's
thing,
just
is
no
that,
way back.
so,
Yeah.
like, she's not, like, the thing is, she's not an anomaly. She's just a person who has, as far as I know, she's just a person who has done extensive work on
Yeah.
herself in that capacity and talks about it. But,
Yeah.
as far as having BPD, she's no anomaly here.
And
I mean, it's like, I
she
can't count
probably
the.
would be a great peer mentor, peer counselor. They have oftentimes groups, the group parts are run by peers, so I could see that happening. But
Mhm.
like you get to a certain point and you're able to tolerate the distress, you're able to manage your emotions, you're able to follow very explicit specific rules in how to engage with others, like telling you to be nice. Like some of them is like dear, like something, like there's like acronyms for to spell out to you, you know
What you're supposed to be.
yeah,
Conduct.
how to say yes and no in there. When is the appropriate time to ask? Is this the appropriate relationship to ask that in? What is it a good time? You have to, it actually has you
Things
break.
should be, like, rudimentary in any kind of, you know what I mean? Like, in any kind of adulting. Like, it's like, I wish this was something that was taught in math
Yes.
to people.
Yes, these mindfulness skills and being in a wise space, meaning not in your emotional brain, not in your thinking of brain, but like in a middle ground, finding that space, learning how to be, how to exist, how to just slow down, how to pay attention. So like Buddha already biologically is running, if she has BBT, she's running at a higher and different like rate than we are. She's already revving hot. So her baseline is already up above our baseline. And her distress tolerance is lower. So she's already starting up hotter. Her distress tolerance is lower. So getting her mad, she's going to have a bigger reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's in Veronica, like, that's
That's what the
Veronica's
trolls would
experience of
love,
her.
right?
Well, no, but that's what Veronica's experience is of her, because she has made several videos about Veronica. Like, they went back and forth for a
Sure.
time, or there was beef between them, and it was,
Yeah.
it was YouTube video to YouTube video. But now, what Meska's describing is Buddha's return, and then, the way she runs her channel, her personality traits that she does and doesn't like, and that,
Sure, but like she's not that bad. She's like saying like things like she's not a bad person, but she talks about her background and she talks about herself and she talks about anything and she's pretty. And she's like, what is there? I'm just so confused about why Jessica. I mean, I know Jessica never liked her, right? We know that.
yeah,
But she's trying to spell out to us why, but she's only saying good things, but also just really implying that this person is something's off with her.
disingenuous,
She's going to be manipulative, and
and already has, by,
it's
she's
like, but all
describing it.
counts, we know something's off with Buddha. Buddha's saying something's off with me. Like,
Yes, yes.
So
And
you're
you know,
holding, but you're still gonna hold her, even though you know this, you're still gonna hold her to some sort of like typical
yes,
standard.
special standard that, because the thing is that you know, it's like, so what is the real issue? Is the real issue that she is your like in your vision, she is the neck, she is Osria's neck, that's the real problem. Like that's how she's causing a problem for you in
Yeah.
like
I have
in
no
your
idea what she's,
enjoyment.
I think Jessica's just like we talked about earlier, just using Buddha to get close to Veronica, or using like
Yes,
she's on this stream to stir the pot to get these back and forth things going
yes,
between the two
because
of them.
I mean I genuinely don't like, I have mixed feelings because I understand how you know, as
Norm,
a
sorry.
consumer, like in girl world or whatever, like if you're, you know, you're excited another, you know, a new content creator has entered the space or re-entered the space, you know, and then, you know, you're going to have opinions on that. And in her case, she had a strong opinion of her before she left, so she has a strong opinion of her return and what that
Okay.
looks like.
Right.
But
I didn't like her then. I don't like her now. I
yeah,
never liked her in the first place.
and let me
And no, and
go
other
to
people,
her
she doesn't
enemy.
really, yeah, she's she just
Yeah,
had the nerve to try and defend herself.
yeah, that's the thing. I was going to say that when you were describing some of the tools earlier that, you know, can be employed, like she was, wow. Like I don't even know that I could have, like, I mean, we've been through it so many different ways in, you know, the last few years of, you know, various attacks and various, you know, like how long they will last, you know, whether it's a stream about you or if it's just a little, you know, 5 minute ranting or whatever. But like to be in the chat and, you know, while someone is on panel who's just come sideswiped you, like you had no idea that this was coming whatsoever. And I
No.
mean, every, like, I was like, I just kept staring, looking for her name. Like, I just kept looking to see her name and looking to see how long it would be before she either tapped out and said, like, I'm out. I'm done with whatever this is. I don't know what this is, where this is coming from, or whether she was going to be like, I need a link. I need a link right
Mhm.
now, or whatever. And yeah,
You know what?
like
It
that.
seemed to me, I haven't yet seen an immediate reaction. I think she, if anything, this is awesome. Like I
Yeah,
don't know. I haven't been paying attention, but I think she's thinking on it.
yeah,
Or no matter what, their space is being taken with
yes.
this information by
She did
Buddha.
step
And
back. She did.
however, yeah, she's not just firing up and coming back right away
No,
with
she
10 videos.
literally made a post. Like, you know, she, like, I didn't see her for a few days, and then she came back and made a post with her new hairstyle and hair color, and said like, you just got to keep living. Like that's,
Yeah.
you know, that's what it is. And so yeah, I have no idea.
So as far
What,
as Veronica, I would say based on how Buddha is acting right now in this situation, yeah, she's cured, quote quote, her
mhm.
BPD, because that is, you know, you're very tend to be pretty thin skinned and sensitive, emotionally sensitive and raw, and the fact that she can be in public, is open about her diagnosis, and letting these people speak on her like they have,
Yep, without clapping back. Like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and just coming back with hot bangs, like sweet.
I mean, it's, yeah, it's admirable.
I
Okay.
adore her look,
Oh,
obviously.
there's so many looks. Like I was so excited when she first came back. I was like, oh, I was like the hot girl, like, and I was like the Betty Page chick. Like I
Yes,
remember her.
yes.
I just remembered what she looked like. I didn't know anything about her,
Yeah.
other than this red light video, like the in my brain red light video. That's all.
You know,
And
it's
then
funny, it's that look. I don't know if that look is just, I mean, it's universal, obviously, but like it's very Portland Union.
oh
It's
yeah,
very, very, very Portland. like stripper. Like
Oh,
that's like what the girls
yeah,
look like.
actually, yeah. I'm
The
thinking of
girls
like any
that
documentary that I've seen, like where, yeah, girls that, like, yeah, like, or
she
nightlight,
yes,
like a lot of
she
girls
looks
look like
and
that. That's
she looks
fine.
like the high end ones that they bring in for like special events and stuff. Don't ask me why I know this, but
No, I know what you mean, or I think I know what you mean. I'm thinking like, yeah, Dita Von Teese, type. What's the thing called? It's like where they perform blank. They do
burlesque.
burlesque. Yes, I think
Yes.
of burlesque. Yes.
Yes. She
Okay.
could totally do the burlesque. And then the girls at Union, like there's one club where they all just look like her, but it's like everyone has a unique thing, and the work that they do is amazing. I used to have a friend who danced, so
I wish I had a friend who danced, just
I
because I
just got
want to
these
be.
like little snippets and peeks into her lifestyle, and I was fascinated, obviously, by the good parts, by the makeup, by the look, by the
Yeah, yeah,
dancing, by the girls that actually put work into it, you know.
yeah.
But in Portland, I don't know if you know this, but they can get all the way naked here.
Oh, no, I don't know. I didn't even
So
think about.
I was never really a fan of. I
I
like
still
watching them.
haven't been
I like
to a strip
watching
club.
the practice. I didn't like watching them on the stage, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have like what's that thing that say it's not secondhand embarrassment. It's just that I live in fear of the situation. Like I for years of like of the situation of being at a strip club and then a girl coming to give me like a dance, and me just being like, no, like I no thank you. But like it is.
They're so respectful. Like
Yeah, like I just
there's a
don't
lot.
know.
I think at least in the as far as the ones. I mean, I know that there's a lot of places where girls are not respected, but like as far as the places that my friend worked, they were very respectful. They were not prostitutes. They were performers, you
Yeah.
know. And maybe it's just because there's like I'm sure there's just like all sorts of different clubs and like different levels of whatever, but they weren't allowed, like they would approach you and be so respectful of you just like they wanted you to respectful of them. Like it just was a very mutual. But I know girls would get grabbed, but there was always people there,
To protect them.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I never heard of any, like it was like it was actually pretty rare at certain clubs. It was pretty rare for they're just very tight. The security was good. They did, if you had a good club owner and he took care of the talent, that's your money right there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you have
Like
to, as a club, you have to have a good reputation too. So
true. I had a friend who worked at the Hustlers Club,
Mhm.
like here in on the Upper West Side, and then she went on to become a like professional girlfriend. Um,
Mhm.
and but yeah, but she and I was invited to that club so many times, like but I just couldn't deal because I couldn't. I was just like I
I
just don't
don't like
want
I don't like crowds, and I don't like dudes. So like, no thanks.
there's that, and yeah, and anytime I've ever been out with her and her friends, it's like it just there's so much stuff that happens
Oh
that I like there's
my
so
god.
much like we will be meeting very rich random people, and you can never, it's like you don't know if it's like nothing bad has truly ever happened, but it's just that I can't control so much that goes on, and a lot of the time that includes like they're very much used to the whole exchange of course we're going to have to spend time with men that we find annoying for money. They will buy us drinks, they will take care of our food, they will take care of the rest of the night for us, they will pay for our transportation, blah blah blah, and in exchange we have to do the girl thing and just and pretend we're enjoying their company and laugh at their jokes. And I'm like, I don't know if I could. Yeah, no,
Yeah, no thanks.
I'll stay home then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, all right, ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Try to make this nice. If I was 30% more attractive or 30% more evil, I could be like the fucking worst person you ever came across in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
And I'm like,
Right.
when people are aware of that quality within themselves, not everybody uses it neutrally. Some people use it. They either had to use it to survive, they used it for evil. I don't know what's going on with all that. But
Yeah.
uh, like at the end of the day, right? You know why I don't? Why you're like, I'm not trying to like out our messages, but like why I don't hate this person or even I don't deeply dislike her is because I'm like, oh, we're all lost and we want to find a place, and she's doing it
Yep.
this way. She's doing it this fucking way, and I don't. Man, I don't know what to say about it. And I hate to. Okay, I want to talk about Bali Steve number 2. That guy is
Ooh.
fucking gross, man.
I wish that
She
he would
Steve
just
number
go
one.
to jail or get in a car wreck. I'm tired of it.
Who cares
I don't
about
even want to look at. I can't. When they post pictures of him,
because Steve number 2 is the husband who is back home in Ohio, and Steve number 1 is the one who now has a presence on YouTube.
Okay, well, I don't even care about any of the Bali Steven universe.
Okay.
I do
Okay.
care about Steven Universe.
Well, yes. And that is a show that it's on my list. It's on my list.
Oh, really? You what? Oh my god.
Yes.
No. No. How have you gone this long without the joy? Oh,
I know.
once you fall in love with
know.
the characters and you watch the movie and the soundtrack gets in your head, then we'll talk. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Discord and shit, I'm like, like no, go,
Yeah, but he's a
no,
horror
I
cow.
can't.
Oh wait,
So
I
like
forgot.
if you
He's
go
a
to other
horrible horror cow.
Lux.
Yeah.
What is this whole thing about being 30% more attractive and 30% more evil?
Okay. So what?
So is she saying that Buddha is 30% more attractive and evil than she is?
Yes, and
Okay.
that yes, exactly, and that if she had those two traits, I guess that she could use them for evil, or she could use them that but rarely do people use them in a neutral way. But people with that trait have to either use it to survive,
Right. So if she were
or
that way, she would probably not be able to use it for good. So it's obvious Buddha is manipulating everybody.
exactly. There we go.
She's using her good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
know
he's a horror cow. So like
I'm
yes,
just not into the horror cows.
no, I get that. But so like avert your eyes. But some people are down to clown with that. But
I
like
know.
he said something. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm never gonna give Steve one more ounce of credit ever because he's fucking sick. Like that bunny shit. I couldn't even watch the whole video, and I love fucking sick shit. I love horror movies. I love weird, fucked up shit. I could not watch that bunny
I
video.
have no idea what she's
And that
gonna say, Lux, and I'm
that
terrified she's
Steve dude
gonna
was
burn my
like,
brain out.
but he's like, you see, Buddha bitch. She acts like she can't work her camera. She acts like she can't work her chat. She acts like she doesn't know this or that, and she's new to it. He's like, she recorded all of you for 2 years, and he showed these old videos, and he's like, look at that microphone. That's a professional microphone. Look at that camera. That camera follows her around the room. She's had that for how many years?
Yep.
He's like, he said that he's a diagnosed sociopath and that he can see it in another person. And he said that she's developing a new character to like simulate in the Matrix bitch. And I'm like, oh, that is Girl World. And I'm like, okay, like I felt that. And I'm not judging her for it because I'm not judging.
That's the thing.
Okay, so is she saying that Buddha is a sociopath developing a new character?
She's saying based on Steve's observations and his like instinctual observations on Buddha, he has said that, and that's the one thing that she will give him credit for that she finds rings true.
Okay, so we're gonna take the word of Steve, who she just is this Steve number 1 or 2? It doesn't even matter. We're gonna take Wally Steve, who is an admitted sociopath, has an opinion about Buddha, and that's the goal. That's where we are.
Okay. No, but not even that. it's like, I mean, because I have, I have special feelings towards Steve,
Okay.
but it's that it's the fact that
Special
for
feelings.
her, just like I like things about Steve. I have
Here we
affection
are
for
again.
Steve.
This whole like, I like some of the things about him. I just don't like these other things about him. Okay.
I mean, he is a diagnosed sociopath, and he has said horrific things. However,
Okay.
do I feel that if if I was a guest in his home
Ugh.
or whatever, would he be like? I think that he is a
Okay.
generally like a good man. Like this is why I will say this,
Okay.
because
Please do
even
not ever be a guest in Steve or Steve's or Bobby's
okay, I
home.
won't. But the thing is that like Bali once said about him, even though she's warring with him again because she's mad that he's gotten attention here and that he's encroached on her space, even though
Okay.
she brought him here. So she has said that when people were going after him, rightfully so because he was being insanely racist, and he was doing it for I mean just because they were his views, and to be also what's the word, like to make people like rage bait ish type stuff. Anyway,
Okay.
she was saying what people misunderstand him, because she's like, the thing is, or he wants to be purposely misunderstood, he does want to shock people, that is his thing, but the truth about him is that like on a night out with him, like he wouldn't leave the club. Like I was his girlfriend for 25 years or whatever, and he wouldn't leave the club without making sure that every woman that was there that night got safely in a car, and that we
Oh,
knew
I'm
that
sure he did. I'm
yeah,
sure
I
he
know.
was making sure they all the women were safe. Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't know. It's yeah. I just from someone, just it's that that
No, you believe that story. You
the thing
believe that he
is
was hanging out watching all those women to make sure they were safe.
the thing is that it's she didn't
Did
have
he
to.
own the club? Were they his working girls? Like, no, I don't know
I
what happened.
don't know. I think maybe he was a bodyguard, something like that. And
Okay, if he was hired to keep girls safe at clubs, that makes sense. But if he's just somehow finding himself to be this gallant savior of all these drunk
no. Yeah,
women,
it's like a sociopath doesn't do that for
no,
for reasons, for good reasons.
a racist sociopath who just wants to make sure women are safe. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. 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 Moving on, and I need to do breakfast. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Here for it. Number one, I don't like when it's focused on you because I like you, but most of the time I enjoy a lot of it. I watch Buddha at night. I'm not gonna act like I don't watch her. You know what I mean? So I'm not like fucking trying to rip her to shreds. I just think she became a
But that's
certain
my whole
way.
point is why can't everybody just watch everybody? Like
Yes.
that's what's pissing me off because everyone in Discord watched Buddha and Hecate until they attacked them.
Yes,
Like,
and I'm so
why would
sick of
you attack your own audience? Like, are you
yes.
fucking retarded? I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm so sick of the stupidity. Why would you attack your own audience?
Yes.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Like I said in her chat today, we're all fucking trolls, all of us,
And
every one of us. We are in girl world. What do you think girl world is? Stop with this bullshit and
and
just
mhm.
find a new topic.
And
Move
like
on. Can we just all just wipe the
mhm.
slate and move the fuck on?
I mean,
I
I
want
don't
to talk.
know if
I
it's
got some
possible.
big tea on Rosie.
Lux,
I
I
want to
did
talk about that.
Okay,
say,
I'm
Now I
gonna
got to
leave you
talk about
alone.
this dumb
Wait,
bitch. No, no, no.
I
were
did,
you saying something, or was that her?
yeah, I did say to, I mean, to be fair, I even did say to Azria, like, because when she was asking me about my situation before and we haven't really talked about it. I mean, we just haven't because we were sort of trying to establish, like, who are you, really?
Yeah, yeah.
And I will say that I was like, okay, but like half the people, everybody, like half your chat was there. So it is a tricky place to be in when half your chat was either witnessed it or participated in it somehow.
In your situation.
Yeah, in our
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I know.
and so
Exactly.
yes, it is true. Like attached, it is. She is in a place where she's like, I can't really just go all ham hock and attack my audience. But she did. She kind of had to like do a bit of a purge, I guess,
I mean,
because
yeah, she did because she said, she said, but that's the thing. It's like you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Mhm.
You can't say Ariel is evil and she was just the sickness that you can't say somehow Ariel was allowed to exist. No, the woman right now that is on screen allowed her to exist. Ariel, by her
Yes.
own admittance, felt like she was completely disenfranchised, if not for the protection of Jessica Meska, if not for
Mhm.
getting friendships and getting alliances through being under the Jessica Meska umbrella, she would not have been allowed to do her fuck shit.
True.
Period.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't, you can't say, it's like, oh well, thank God Ariel's gone. And I think it's odd for Veronica to have that critique of Azria, because it's like the people in her chat right now, half of them are our Ariel accounts. Like, I have an Ariel account, but half these people are all Ariel accounts, and they are they're banking on, or they're like, ding dong, the witch is dead, and don't look at us. Please don't anyone look over here for anybody that may or may not have helped her, do any of the things.
Right.
And also, thank God we've got our girl Meska on screen. It's weird because
Yeah.
these are the same people that were attacking her in Osria's chats moments ago, and then they're like, now she's like, nah, it's okay, like or now, like, they're not, like, I think because it was mostly quiet, like, that's the thing, like, they couldn't come right back even on like mains and just talk and be like, yeah, Messica, we stand with you or whatever, because they were still very much of the opinion, like, you allowed Ariel to do most of her fuck shit, and you, if anything, like, if we weren't in the know and we were Ariel's closest employee staff, then you must have been more in the know than us if you were somebody that she basically reported to, and yeah, it's just,
I have no idea if that is like how their dynamic worked, but apparently we were in a cult. So there was some sort of like power and control dynamic going on.
who said that? Who said that to
Or we
us?
were in a gang, not a gang.
Yeah, that's true. We were in a gang.
So somebody had to be a leader.
Yeah. It's like I wonder who. I don't know. It could be anyone. It could be anyone. Cornbread. Cornbread was our leader.
Oh, right.
No,
Yes.
no,
Okay, sorry. I just want to say
no,
that. Do I think Ariel is a nice lady that people should befriend if you haven't
no,
already met her? No.
no.
But do I like, or do there's a lot of parts about
I
her.
like Ariel, but
I found her. I think
don't.
she's entertaining. I
I
think
don't
she's
suggest
smart.
most people like give
No, don't
her
eat,
your
like,
phone number.
if you haven't already, like, entered the atmosphere, stay outside of the atmosphere. But
Yeah.
having said that, like, my interactions with her, or like my positive interactions with her, for me at least, were genuine. And
Right.
and her, she will go a place that I won't necessarily go, but I have benefited from the places Ariel goes.
See, but this
And
is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, she does. She's like, that's the 75%. So Ariel will go 100%. Jessica will go 75. But Jessica's there, right there with her, behind her.
Yes, saying, okay, go ahead. I don't want to be. I don't want to be in it, but go ahead. Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
And then like, oh, I'm gonna stream it, and like the results of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream it and like let what's it called? Come back to me when it's a successful op. Like, yeah, like come back to me when somebody has been neutralized, or come back to me when, yeah. when the eagles left the fucking nest, yes, come back to me. Yeah. Cool.
Why? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a fucking hypocrite is what I am, but I mean we all are, and that's what's annoying.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, she could be mad. Okay, like, I think it's so dumb. If you've known Ariel for 5 minutes to say that someone is taking advantage of her and abusing her and financially manipulating her, I'm like, okay, good, okay, maybe not.
Were
Okay,
those
maybe not.
claims
But
made?
peace and love.
Right, and
But peace and
her
love.
white
Azria, basically saying that the dynamic of Papa Kilo, you know,
Oh, he's taking advantage of her.
yeah,
That's
and
very
yeah,
possible. So, okay.
exactly. Like the thing, the you know, the lunacy that just because Ariel is this demonic and very very self-possessed woman in her troll world online, that she can't completely become a a victim of patriarchy
Right.
and of a man who wants to entrap her by getting her barefoot and pregnant, stuck being a caretaker for his already two children that he has by two different women. And now he wants to provide for her and be the sole provider and breadwinner because traditional values, and he's such a good man. And so he wants to keep her at home. So she has now moved her entire life from Pennsylvania to Michigan, and now that is her life. And she has a child that she relocated over there too, and now there's a baby on the way allegedly. So it's like I can't, like, I just don't agree. I don't
Well,
agree with
let's just
Jessica
look at,
that.
yeah, but yeah, so let's just look at, I'm just going to run down, like, you tell me, I don't know if any of these apply to Ariel, right? Low self-esteem,
Mhm.
low education or income,
Yep.
aggressive or delinquent behavior as a youth,
Yep.
alcohol or drug use, depression,
Yep.
suicide attempts, anger,
uh,
hostility, lack of nonviolent social problem solving skills,
mhm.
antisocial personality traits and conduct problems,
Check.
poor behavioral control and impulsiveness,
Yep.
traits associated with borderline personality disorder,
Yeah.
history of being physically abusive, having few friends and being isolated from other people, economic stress, emotional dependence or insecurity, desire for power, control, and relationship, hostility towards people, women, attitudes accepting or justifying violence or aggression, history of physical emotional abuse, relationship conflicts, including jealousy, protectiveness, tension, divorce, separations, dominance, control in the relationship of one partner
Yeah.
over the other, family experiencing economic stress, unhealthy family relationships or interactions, association with antisocial aggressive peers, parents with less than a high school education, witnessing violence between parents as a child, history of experiencing poor parenting as a child, history of experiencing physical discipline as a child. And then there's community risk factors, communities with high rates, communities with high unemployment, communities with rates of violence and crime,
Mhm.
communities with easy access to drugs, and then society factors. So, like, I don't know, it sounds like you resonated with some. Those are risk factors that put
For
someone in
DV.
danger of being in domestic violence.
Yeah.
And I feel like, we have to let's, if we're going to look at Ariel's situation, from what I understand, she met somebody online and moved to a different state to be with him. That is, and I don't know, I'm not going to say more or less, but that alone is a huge risk factor, because she's then socially isolated, economically dependent, socially dependent on this person. If he's a gem, awesome, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Exactly.
he apparently has a history and also has his own physical and mental health issues. Like, there's a huge potential here for
Yeah.
violence.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, there may be a child or children involved. I don't want to even speculate on that, but if that's true, any domestic violence between you and a partner, even if the child is asleep in their bed in the other room, even if the child is an infant in your womb, that is child abuse. It just is. Because what you're exposing them to, that uncertainty of their, and that violence between their parent, and the potential of loss and the conflict and the loyalty conflict and the fear, love, and mixing love, fear, and violence together in that child's mind is permanent. Like the damage is done and permanently done. So I just feel like, okay, these are adults. If you're an adult and you want to do what you want to do, fine. Do drugs, move in with strangers. I don't care. But like,
the second that you have other like non-consenting little ones to be,
yeah, that's like so dangerous to put them in that situation. So, again, we're speculating, right? We don't know, but I want to be real. This woman might be in danger, and her own friends are sort of like then dismissing the fact, like not.
It's like Jessica wants her to.
That would then further isolate Ariel, unfortunately. If her own friends are saying this shit, like, oh, well, no one's going to take advantage of her, like this or that, then it's more shame, more pressure to succeed in this relationship that may not.
Oh, no. I mean, the pressure is massive. I mean, she, it basically did a na boo boo on the internet, to everyone, all the naysayers, like, her friends, while they were her friends, championed this relationship, like, yay, well done. You got one, you got a good one. And, this is like a whatever, a success story.
Yeah,
but
we hope so.
Yeah, we hope so. And that's the thing. I think Messica is projecting her own, her own, if, she's putting herself in.
Well, these two have, that's why I said these two have no baseline, no perspective. They're like skewed morally already, because they're already blurring lines here between, legal, not legal, good, bad.
Which Ariel is of the same ilk. But the thing is, I'm saying is that Messica is saying that she sees herself in Ariel, in that she wouldn't be taken advantage of. And yet we know what we know. So it's like, you're not, you know what I mean? Yeah. She's spewing nonsense things. I don't know what, it's like, I get what she wants to mean. I get what we all hope, that it's like, yeah, she's not going to let any man steamroll her like into anything. Like she's actively, if Ariel is if somebody's being taken advantage of, we want to hope that it's Ariel that is taking advantage of this man, right?
Sure.
But I don't, with all the markers that you listed and all the things that we know, and that we can infer, and I can say I can infer based on my experiences with Ariel and based on the social isolation aspect alone, going from a terminally online personality to then a different kind of, physical, geographical isolation with, this is the only person I know in this town, is wild. But, maybe it is a setup for a massive success story. So we don't,
Okay, well, let's hope.
Yep.
Igniting for S-Jam is fucking ridiculous.
And I think I hope that her relationship does well. Like I feel like it's good for both of them. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But like whoever the fuck you are that's like, oh yeah, Jessica, you're just like Ariel. Tell everybody what she's done. Like, no. Oh, is it because I'm scared of her? I am a little scared of Ariel. Fuck yeah, I'm a little scared of Ariel. But it's mostly because, like, why? Me? What does me showing you every message do for me? Tell me what it does for me. Fucking nothing. Fuck you. Get fucked.
Nothing.
I'm not doing that. Call the police.
Exactly.
Thank you.
If you think I'm a criminal, call the police.
Yes.
Otherwise, call me a fat
I don't know
bitch,
what to say.
right?
I'm not like
I'm gonna be giving you some good jiggly content because it's about to be hot as fuck.
I'm ready for it. I think I've said all I need to say. Oh, also
Okay.
about SGM. I want to say one thing about SGM. Is SGM?
Okay.
I don't know what he started out doing in fucking Girl World, but I'm pretty sure SGM. I've seen him be really nasty in a lot of ways. And at the end of the day, despite that, because it could have been manipulation, at the end of the day, SGM idolizes who? Nikocado and Chantal Marie. And what do they do? Fucking, what does he say? It's not parody. He says, what's that word he uses? I can't think of it.
Mm.
SGM is down to fuck around for the views. And he's never denied that. And
Yeah.
he's not stupid. He's been in the YouTube street since he was
Satire. Yeah,
satire.
satire. He is a satire of
Yes.
himself.
SGM
He
want
really is.
yes, and he fucking mowed down vehicles talking about I don't give a fuck, suck my dick. So nobody made him do that.
He literally has driven drunk multiple times. He's hurt people.
And I
For
like that
reals,
guy.
hurt people.
Yes, and I like
Right?
that guy. Low key, I like SGM. So, but I'm not gonna. I don't
I
give a
want
fuck.
to start hanging out in his chat more. I've been following him for quite a while, but I say nothing. I just don't say nothing.
And
I don't
he,
get a sock.
Yeah, that
I'm
was an
terrible with
advertisement
socks.
for
Okay,
I
Veronica.
can't.
so
I
Ooh,
can't.
I want to be there. I want
People.
to
I
hang out
think
with
people
more.
think like I use my name because I want like attention. Okay, here's the thing: is do you hear how rapid fire talk? People go like, Jessica goes everywhere to domineer and take over. And no, this is just how I fucking am. I'm very
Can I
intense.
ask you a couple questions before you go?
Yes. Ask me anybody. Ask me whatever.
Okay, so I have like actually I have a few questions. Okay, so Nal has been striking your channel. How many strikes has she done?
Okay, so right now I have 4 active strikes that will roll off unless she takes me to court. And if they fucking take my channel down, then who knows? I have 4 active strikes. But because I have because I'm monetized, they don't automatically end your channel. They give you time for a resolution, and therefore she has 10 days on each strike to prove she's taken legal action. And then based on that, like they could decide to take my channel down, which is why I've filed if you look up Boyle versus Cook on the copyright website, you will see it because I'm like, this bitch, first of all, I don't give a fuck about ban evasion, but if you're going to take my channel down while you're ban evading, yes, I'm going to bring it up. So I don't
I
think
have an idea.
Yes.
I think that the two of you should get a manager who will represent both of you equally. And
Jessica's
that
got
way
extra money.
she will get paid.
Wait, say again.
I was like, oh, I didn't know Jessica had management money. Sorry, that was me.
Listen. You could get a discount if she hires Veronica. It's called the friendship.
Okay.
Discount.
Maybe she's offering. I'll manage you both.
Yeah,
I've done it before. I've been in management.
I got this. Come on, girls. Yeah,
And you will get paid, and
want
everyone will be happy. But that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, like, I mean, she's not smart enough to do this. So you're going to have to do it if you want it done.
She can't stop saying slurs. She can't stop saying slurs. She can't stop saying incest comments. You have to. You don't know that I've written her behind the scenes, and I've sent her. Now I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit different with her because I've seen some things where I'm like,
what if we start a new network channel, not on YouTube?
Sorry.
Pause.
Oh, I just had to say goodbye.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll talk later.
No, I had to say goodbye to somebody. They're gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, resume.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like a whole ass website for weird ass people who curse a lot.
I would love it because Jessica Boyle at the end of the I fucking let me.
So that these kind of people can monetize their dude. What could it like the Hot Mess Express, like straight up?
Because I'm saying BOIL. Thank you for the record. BOIL, like crab boil. I have a thing where I say everybody's whole name, so never tell me your whole name because I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. I don't know why I do this. This bitch for the most part is just sitting in her room
But
saying
if you
disgusting stuff.
if
She ain't
she
really
could
doing shit. She ain't really doing shit to nobody. Like, yes,
right.
her parents gross, but they probably are fucked up too. So I don't give a fuck. She ain't really doing nothing to anybody except for that time where she went to Cope. But I can't even talk shit because like I knew way too much about all that. I was like involved in parts of it, not all of it, parts of it. So I'm just like, I can't hold it against her forever because she's just defending herself a lot of the time. And I think
Yeah.
that people, okay, I don't know who exactly, if you raise your hand if it was you. Very early on, I pushed myself or became part of a group. And I don't know to what degree, but I feel like I replaced now in this group. And so she hated me, and then people thought that was funny, and it was like used for people's enjoyment. And I ended up benefiting from it, of course. So
Right.
I'm not hating on anybody for doing it, but I don't think me and her's problem with each other is truly authentic.
Right.
At
I
the
don't
end of the day.
either.
And I
No,
think
I
that
don't
she
either.
is the fucking queen cobra. Like, I think now gained that crown. She is a content queen, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
But see, look, you could sign Cobra. He's having a hard time getting paid too. Like you just charge like a monthly fee
Oh my god,
for
she's
oh,
like
They don't
not
want
sorry.
it.
gonna.
People don't want to go there because it doesn't
I
matter.
know it's
I'm
not YouTube.
People
She
just
doesn't
rip
They
so
people.
want
hungry
you.
to just like manage these people and get them into some sort of organized.
exactly. Baby, no. Why is he upset? Who upset him? Hold on.
Well, I told you I had to say goodbye to somebody, and he doesn't get to go. So
Oh no. Okay, okay. I understand.
it's sad.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this notion, the thing is, what she fundamentally doesn't understand about Mesca is that she doesn't give a fuck about anybody else getting paid besides her, number one. Number two, like, I do, obviously understand, though, at the same time, what Mesca's saying about these particular cows, Nal, Cobra, are not monetizable. They are like, they're not going to stop saying slurs and things like that. Oh, baby.
I
And
know. Sad.
I know your mom is mean and she won't let you go anywhere. I
I
know.
know I'm the worst.
Yeah, the worst. And
He
so
got to go. He got to go yesterday. Like
okay.
so he gets to go to work like certain days a week. So he got to go
Oh,
yes. So but he doesn't know what days of the week means, Lexi. He
no,
doesn't.
he doesn't. How's he supposed to know?
He just doesn't. He just knows. Oh, today is not the day. Boo hoo.
Exactly. That's how I respond to a lot of things in my life.
I know.
But yeah, I just, I get what Mesk is saying, that, it's like, yeah, no, these people can't be managed in that capacity. Like, just from my own dealings with Null, personally, and then, watching her as a content, as a form of content or whatever, that Meska has been able to wrangle, as she says, like, behind the scenes, and
Right.
then
Even
also,
this though, isn't that funny? Because when you said behind the scenes, that reminded me of. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but like
oh,
all this that's happening in this stream between Jessica and Veronica normally would be happening behind the scenes. So it is just like kind of a little treat, right? That we get to
yeah,
see the in action Jessica Meska. And at this point, she doesn't know where we have watched some of this from Azria's stream.
yeah, yeah,
So we're all kind of just sitting there watching her do this in shock and confusion and sort of like curiosity.
yeah. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, a peek behind the, like, whatever, a peek inside her brain.
Because this isn't surprising. This is the Jessica we've known and seen and
Exactly. Like, yeah, up close. This isn't surprising. It's just she's saying all the quiet parts
right out
from
like
Discord
in
out loud.
public.
Yeah.
Normally this would be something that they would handle in a Discord.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But the
And
fact that she's just laying it all out there, these guys are just,
Veronica is naive and a novice in the sense that she thinks that it's a good idea, to say these things out loud. I mean, it's not, maybe it is in the sense that, she's being transparent about who she is. Like this is, the vantage point that I come from. I think that everybody is here because they want to laugh and they want to make money. And if the people who are providing those laughs feel that they are, disenfranchised, maybe we should, enfranchise them, and then we can all win. And it's like, yeah, unfortunately, it's not that easy when you're dealing with people with severe mental health issues and substance abuse issues.
Right.
And they don't
also
want to
the
get into
fact that
business with their captors, really.
no, and the fact that you guys have all tried this handling business and have handled these people before, but never to their benefit.
No, exactly. And I mean, yeah, no, I mean, and look
nobody
at
is sending
Cobra.
them to Disneyland, right? Like they're
No.
going to
No, people are sending them alcohol, and the thing is like, like King Cobra can be sent a new phone. Like that's the thing, it all ends up being just, forms of enabling, because what do they want? Like they don't want necessarily, like, yes, Nal would like a new life, a new house, and
they would never want Nal to be happy.
No, because where's the content in Nal just being happy and gardening?
And excited. Right. No, that wouldn't be good. Even though that's the part of her I like to watch. The excited.
That's the part of her that I enjoyed as a friend.
Yes.
I enjoyed talking
the
to her
weird
while
artist.
she was
gardening.
Her exactly, her doing her drawings. I enjoyed talking to her when she was calm and not, in a manic or like a drunken state. Those were
when
the
you
times
could like beat like you could just ask her weird questions about what's going on in her background and like what's on that shelf and like
love that.
Favorite thing in the world.
Yes, favorite thing in the world.
I would say, "What's that monkey?" And then she would like bring the monkey out, and then she put the monkey on $1, and then the monkey got a lighter. It was a whole thing with the monkey.
And then she would tell you about the Goodwill that she went to and how, like, she got a special deal. Like it was actually going to be this price, but she was like, "Nah, I went back on a Tuesday and I got it for $2.99." And blah, blah, blah. And it's just fascinating. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that I don't and haven't enjoyed Nal, like, multiple, like so many times, in her wasted dancing.
Her finger dance is the best.
Oh my God. I mean,
it's
so much of it. Do you know that she has gifts on Discord? Like you can send, like if you put in naked and laughing.
Oh wow!
You can send me gifts. Like I send them to Marcus all the time.
Oh my goodness!
Like so mad. He's like, please, like just
please,
no. Please but we also have Nal artwork in his house, like that we've had made. There's this artist. The one time that I should think of her name. Space Boy. Hello, Space Boy. Aunt Jessie's. She was in Aunt Jessie's. She has a like sizable store, and she makes the most beautiful art. I have a sweatshirt, and Marcus has a T-shirt of Cobes and Nal as Bert and Ernie. And then like we just have various things like art that she's made of Nal over the years. And it's spectacular. But I mean, yeah, she has her own gifts. Also, Jessica has her own gifts on Discord as well. So yeah, yay.
Cool.
Those are also special. Okay, I press and play.
People rip it and repost it. What Nal needs to do is make a a new channel. She can't even get monetized.
Hey, Frosty.
If Nal needs to find someone that will make her a channel and give her the money from it, and she needs to stop fucking using slurs and telling people to F their dad. And she's would be straight, and then she needs to keep talking shit and just
it's called
get a GoPro. She needs to get a GoPro and just take it everywhere, bitch, because we want to see all of it, every second of it, bitch. She's a
So what have
queen.
you been doing? What have you been doing? Are you on Twitch? Are you
No,
on TikTok? Are
no,
you on
no.
what are you doing? Why aren't you
Um,
doing it?
okay, so here's the thing, and I know people are upset like about my membership thing. For a while until it was recently presented to me, I wasn't even thinking about the aspect that you could
No,
pause
I
it.
left mine for a long ass time. I just canceled it like a month ago
Like
because I was just supporting you. I
yeah,
know
and
that I was just talking shit about Rosie. Like, I
no,
don't
and
give a shit. If people want to pay, they can pay. If they don't want to, they don't have to.
no, and
Like, whatever.
that's kind of how I saw it. But I honestly I forgot. I didn't even think of the fact that you could pause it, right? And so if anybody's mad at me,
It
it's
don't
fine.
matter.
But there's people like I feel like everybody was aware. So
I
if you're
don't
mad
think
at me about it,
yeah,
okay.
you
So
had 4 fucking strikes. Like, why would anyway, go ahead.
okay. So
I didn't fault you.
whether whether people believe it or not, there was a time like my channel rapidly was growing, and that's not always good. And then when you start
Right.
going on people's territory, it's not good. And things did
Yeah.
things 100% that people think I'm insane and invented happened to me, and it made it so I was unable to post and stuff. And then when I make content, people go, "We'll do that to you again." So then I'm like, "What's the point?"
Huh?
And then I
Yeah.
just shifted my focus. I shifted my focus, and it's not like I'm like, oh, I've grown into this better person. I'm doing great things, but it's like, no, I don't care like I did before. And it doesn't mean I don't care about any
Right.
of the people that support me. It doesn't mean I don't care about covering whatever. It's just like, everything happens so fast. And when you clap in the
Everything
shit,
happened
you're
so
so
fast.
on it that it's weird.
Hmm?
Like you said, the internet is only,
Everything just happened so fast.
It just happened so fast. It took me like
I had to
one.
shift focus, and I'm just don't care
Yeah,
now.
I don't care anymore.
I
Okay.
cared before, and I don't care now.
Yeah, I
I
made
don't think she's
my
ever.
money, and now like I would just like to be left alone to do whatever I might want to do and look away. Like, please stop asking me questions, please. I mean, unless it's going to be friendly questions like this. Like, Veronica, you can ask me questions because I just won't answer them if I don't feel like it. I
So
mean,
what was it in say that in she
what she
said
was
people
talking
thought I was
about.
insane and invented reasons for not being able to stream.
She is referencing that there was this hacking that happened that was kind of I don't know, that she has said before. She said this on her Rumble channel, and she said this, I don't know, in public before, that it was a concerted effort between parties that were interested in having her go away, and so that they could, I guess, either corner the null market or have a bigger share of it or something. So she claims that she was hacked at one point, to the point where it was like something like about all of her emails being read, like people that she said. I remember at one point during the height of her paranoia, it was right after she had gone to Rumble or right before, where she said, literally, it happens to me frequently in this chat uh, on YouTube, but I don't say anything and draw attention to it. But people will say something in the chat that is a direct reference, kind of like a threat to something that they've read in my emails, like to let me know that, yes, they're very much still in my computer or have access to, all my personal, documents or whatever. But she's like, I don't say anything about it during stream because, that's just drawing attention to it. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, I was indeed hacked, blah, 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 something hacked. And took her a long time to get out from under that or something. But she had some, serendipitous like magic, something with, at least with her second channel, that it was like all intact, like despite all the things that happened or whatever, like it was all intact. So the content was there to be put back or something. But
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay, so maybe the first channel it was hacked and she was threatened.
She was threatened, yes, and her actual computer and devices were hacked. Like that is what she's stated before
And
that her
because were they like blackmailing her to not make content anymore? They wanted her to go.
That's what I think that the goal was.
Okay.
It was to scare her out of
Okay.
continuing. Yeah.
Go away. We want now. You can't have her.
Yes.
And these
very
people
much
are
so.
now, right, just reveling in their win and just basking in their now glory. Did they do it?
That's the thing. I don't see any clear like victors
Okay?
in that
Okay.
thing. Like
There's no up and coming upstart who just really took over just because.
yeah, came out of nowhere and took over the Messica market. No, I have not seen that.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah. So interesting.
As real as you make it, it was so real to me.
I just think that you have a fan base no matter what you do. And that's very rare with YouTube and stuff.
Thank you.
And I think you need to work on that instead of thinking about what other people are doing right now, and work on building your channel, because you have like so many people who still want to watch you no matter what you do.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say like, oh, I don't care about numbers, because part of you goes like, it's natural to think about it. But at the end of the day, like, what was I most happy and fulfilled doing? I like editing. Editing feels creative, and I miss like the old days. I wish I didn't tell so much of my personal life. Too late. But I miss
Right?
the old feelings like that. I don't know. There was like this old vibe, like the purple laptop, like the fucking we were just all together, and I like that, and I like it on my channel because I don't want it any closer than my channel. I love a lot of you. Sorry if that's personal, but I don't want it any closer than that. I want it right there, because it's not good to go too far after that all the
Right.
time. And I do miss that. And I don't know. That's pretty much it. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not trying to fucking scam people. I'm just like I feel. In my heart, I'm a viewer. I'm not a channel. So I don't always think about like, oh, you
No,
have X
you're a
amount of people.
commentator. You're a commentator. That's what you did. You were a funny commentator. That's what you were.
Well, thank you. And I don't think about stuff in such a big picture. I think I'm just like a person in her
You're just
room
you. That's what
all
I'm saying.
alone.
Like,
I'm not like
so
thinking of a big picture.
you just need to find where you are happy, right? Like, do what you want to do. And the people, that's what I keep saying. Like,
Yeah,
if
but you know
people
what's
don't like
scary?
me, they just need to go somewhere else, because I want to do fun stuff. So you do what you want to do, and let the people who want to be bitter go somewhere else.
I am there now. But what I not past is what I don't like is like, I don't like that because of my numbers or whatever. I'm not flexing. I'm shit in the look at PewDiePie. Like I'm shit, right? Look at
Yeah.
Mr. B. I'm shit. But like my numbers, the things I say can make another person truly not like another person. I don't like that feeling anymore.
Yes,
I
that's
don't like
true.
having like oh, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. I don't like that feeling about my opinion that I say
Mm-mm.
can really like make a bunch of people
I
think
don't want
something.
to
I
hurt
don't like that, and I
anybody.
know a lot of
I don't
people that
want to
shit gives
hurt
them a fucking boner
anybody,
on
I don't
and
here.
but
want
I
to
keep
hurt
doing
anybody.
it. I keep doing it. It's like
I
every
just
time I
keep
open my
doing it
mouth,
though.
I have a way of just I keep saying bad things about certain people, and it's just I don't want to.
It's because
Okay.
even though, like, so I have a platform, I can use that power to make people not really not like in a, and I don't like that feeling anymore. So
No.
she doesn't like the feeling that she has used her platform to hurt others
Yes.
anymore.
And
But she
she
also just said she doesn't care. She
she
also,
doesn't. And but if like being online, someone could take their life
she
from
doesn't care like she did before,
no, no,
but
she doesn't.
she
Yeah.
doesn't like that feeling
She does,
of
and she
hurting
doesn't want it
people.
any closer than on her channel. Meaning,
Mhm.
like, I don't want to get involved in these
Because if
people's
I
lives.
do get close to you, then I'm just going to use my channel to hurt you.
Yes, yes, I will. I will do that, and I can't help myself. That's just
Mm-hmm.
part of me. Like take it or leave it, you guys. You know,
And
once
who
upon
else did
times you
she
have to take it.
who is she does she I don't know, I'm so curious about all these people she's got close to, who she's not close to anymore, that she was close to, that she misses being close to, but she's not anymore, but she is there, but she isn't there, but she
Yeah, like
does care,
exactly.
but
Like
she
I was,
doesn't care.
I'm very fascinated by the, you know, I became part of a certain group.
Right. I got joined this certain group. I'm like, what? And then the big picture. I don't know what it means to the big picture. And it's funny because I remember one of the things I told her and that everyone made fun of, and this is years ago, is like, this
Mhm.
shit's bad for your brand. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, her brand, ha 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 ha.
Oh yes, yes. And it was such a, it
Ariel
was
laughed
such
her ass off at that, like her brand, her brand. And I also brought up the idea of intellectual property and protecting intellectual property. And look at them using that now, right?
Yep, yep.
And they used
Also,
it all wrong. And they also said threats were made, no threats were made. Like they lied about people
yeah,
and
yep.
made them out to be some sort of like perverted, threatening, horrible, unhuman. Then
Mhm.
like, oh my God, the things that she's done to people. So she doesn't like that she did that. But I don't even know if she's talking about us. I don't know if
No,
she could be talking about a whole nother set of us, right? Because
yeah.
there's been like, I think
Because
every
yes,
six
because I know,
months.
for example, there's people like, um, and I don't know exactly, like I don't know the details of, because there are people that she villainized me to and villainized us to,
Mhm.
right? Like her new, like I call them the second tier, the second, yeah, I think the second tier Mexicans, or the second whatever, like
Yeah. And
whatever
so,
second roster. So she, like, for example, like all the people that were her mods after Hot Mess Express. So she had Akasha,
Akash.
Sid, yeah, Akasha, Sid, and this other mod, two of which that Ariel docs to me in those, you know, in the text
Mm-hmm.
messages. And, you know, for some reason, like she called, you know, they were the Messica Simps. Oh, and A Bebe. And
Mm-hmm.
those were people that Ariel wanted to knock off or knock out because they were too pro Messica or whatever. But and then I just recently came across this screenshot of something similar. It just happened yesterday that it was something like that Ariel was laughing off, something like to what you're saying, where it's like she was laughing at the thought of, oh, she was saying, she was thanking Messica for being a real one, and like not not nuking Call Mike 1 when things got too hairy and rough, and like she didn't buckle from the
Mm-hmm.
public scrutiny of people saying, like, you know, because there was a point where like, you know, Jessica Messica's discords became on the radar of like people like Charlie Gold, and then Charlie Gold like gave her the advice publicly, like, Jessica Masca, I like you, girl. Like, there's, you know, I just like your energy. I think you're a young woman, like doing it for yourself, and blah blah blah. And but I do think that you should keep a tighter lid on things, and you shouldn't expose yourself to something like, you know, being the lead of a giant Discord, because you can't control what people do. And she was like, thanks, Charlie. That's great. Thank you. Oh my God, Queen. She said my name, and just, you know, proceeded like, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and if it gets too hot, then I'll nuke it. And if you nuke it, it's like it never happened.
I
So
know all of her pets, you know, she decided she doesn't like that feeling anymore. So she's just going to move on from it. And
yeah,
like, that's great for you. Have you done anything like she's just not even to the point where she can see, like, or recognize or make amends or
that's what
anything?
I don't understand. Like,
It's like, I'm
like
just
what,
done with that feeling of all the things that I did. So,
it's the exactly, it's the feeling. There's no other for her. There's no yeah, there's no human component other than her in the equation, and how these things make her feel. And if they make her feel bad, she moves away from them. If them is, you know, an assassinated, you know, somebody's assassinated character, you know, like lives destroyed,
Mhm.
people, whatever, somebody's taken their life, somebody's mental health has gone to shit, whatever. She just has to take a step back because that's icky. She doesn't like that feeling that, yuck, yuck. So yeah, she has to step away. She has said about Aaron, who was, friends with Cobra, started off as a Cobra troll, and then, eventually met Nell, and then I don't know if I think it was suicide last year, and she said
Mm.
that after his death, Mesca said this, that she took a step back to reevaluate things because she realized, like, wow, people can really be taking their own lives out here. And it's like, I have a curiosity. It's like, it's not so much conspiracy theory, just like for how much she was involved in possibly, antagonize and trolling this guy behind the scenes because,
Right.
he
Well, I
ended up
mean,
being,
he would definitely be someone they would want to have communication and contact with. So,
yeah, 100%. And then once he admitted, or once Nall outed that, he engaged in like threesome activity with
oh,
her and Cobes, I feel
so
like
he
that
was
was,
like publicly shamed.
yes, yeah. And
Fuck,
so I wonder
man.
how much like public, shame came
I
from
don't know his situation,
trolls.
but like it couldn't have helped this
Yeah,
individual.
exactly. Like he had just gotten engaged to a woman. Like we had just heard this like super good news in the, like, I don't remember, but it was the beginning of something. I don't know if it was the beginning of a
Mm.
season or something. And it was like, oh, Aaron is engaged to a really pretty girl, and yeah, they're engaged to be married or something. And then it was like a month later, yeah.
Mm.
And then so I don't know, she's expressed some feelings about that, but that's as far as that goes,
Well,
because
rest in peace, Aaron, and I'm sorry for whoever is left behind.
no,
Um, and so I didn't even know, like I kind of had heard of him, but like, God, there's
I
like
know,
several people now who have,
yeah,
yeah. So it is
yeah,
serious.
yeah,
I'm
it
glad
is.
you don't like that feeling. I do wish you would change though. I wish you would just say, yeah, I'm changing. I don't like that feeling and I'm going to make it up. I'm going to apologize and own up to my behavior
Yeah, just, I mean, that's the thing, that's the missing component.
instead
It's
of
like,
just saying, I don't
I
like
don't,
it. Yucky. Bye.
yeah, like I don't care to,
I'm not
like
going to
I'm
out
not.
myself, but I don't like the feeling of the things I've done.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't care to read your DMs with Ariel. Like I've seen enough nasty, vile shit about myself in just trying to exist in a chat, and then further seeking it out by seeing like what are they doing in the Discord about me. Like obviously, if this
Oh
is how
God.
much vitriol is out in the YouTube streets, then like what must they be doing in the Discord to manufacture
Mm-hmm.
this? And I've seen enough that I don't need to, see her private DMs with Ariel. But what I am interested in is her just, yeah, taking accountability for actually what she did do
And
and what
not to
she
the
deserved.
air,
Not
like
to
she
the
does,
air. No,
like
exactly. Why
she'll
can't
do
you
like,
just
or not in somebody else's
people?
live stream, just on a random whim mentioning like, hey, Lux, I didn't like you ever, but I kind of am sorry for being such a jerk, but you kind of deserved it anyway. Like that's
And yeah, and I think Lux should be entitled to like be in chats. Thank you, Jessica
thanks,
Messica.
Jessica, for saying that.
Thanks,
And
thanks.
then yeah, using isolation as a tool of bullying, right? To
Yeah,
isolate you and make demonize you, dehumanize you,
yeah, and decide that
display your
she,
character,
I
but
take a
then be
new
like,
feeling.
oh look, Lux has friends. Like just
No,
if
yes, Lux is entitled to her humanity, and she deserves to exist just like anyone. I now think that I've come to the
yeah.
conclusion that she now deserves.
Well,
Uh,
Lexi, did you ever try just saying, guess what? I know I'm not a better person now, but I just don't like the feeling from what I did before. So I'm just not going to, I'm just moving on.
yeah, like I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna feel that. Yeah, like I didn't try to cure what ailed me by just saying like I mean I did like like when I was stuck in a catatonic state after a certain point and in a catatonic state on the couch and like Hurl had to be like you have to go to the police like you
Yeah.
know but yeah it's I didn't just try to say oh you know what I don't like this feeling.
Ew, I did bad things. I'm just not gonna think about it. So you don't think about it either. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't try to just tell the internet stop, you guys stop thinking about that. I'm over it. Okay, I didn't think of that, but now that Meska has pointed out that's a possibility, maybe I will going forward. So
She's so wise.
she is so wise.
YouTube that doesn't give me a boner on YouTube. I just want to like say what I think, but I don't like that pressure, and it makes me not want to say anything. And I'm sorry for anyone that like I've like I
Oh,
still
she's
stand by
apologizing
like
to the air, just
99%
like
of everything I
this.
fucking said because I meant it when I said it. But I don't like if it caused like this huge ripple. I don't like that because I don't think of it because like when you're streaming, you're like just alone. I'm alone sitting on a bed in front of a computer talking. It's not. I don't look at like 8,000 people heard that, and so like that scares me. That's all.
I
I don't
feel
want to do
that.
that.
You're
I'm
an
not here to be an advocate. I'm not here to make nothing better. I just want to like fucking say stupid shit.
I am.
And
I'm here to be an advocate.
for
for
what,
I'm an
Veronica? What do you
advocate for women. I am advocating for women. Being
thank you?
independent and not being a hater, supporting each other. Period. That's
Agreed.
always been my thing. Like
And
I don't care what you do for a living, like women helping women, period. That's
women helping women. I want
this
to laugh
world
at
is so
that.
fucked up and it's all because of men. So I'm what is that? I'm a misandrist.
I love, although I still don't fuck, I love dick and men. So I
What?
wouldn't go
Right?
as far. I want to say what the main thing
I'm
I've
not
changed.
I'm not
How did this
leaving
get
them
here?
behind. I'm just saying that women
Hmm?
Oh, okay. So Jessica's just making sure that men are included in this love fest.
Yeah.
We don't want to leave them out.
No, because she wants to make sure that I think the Cobros know that they have a place in her DMs, and
Sure.
they can still DM her and send her money and gifts. She will accept them. She's just not fucking them, but
Right.
she still likes she likes talking to them. So that's cool.
need
They
women.
don't belong
Like
here
that's
though,
why I
Veronica. They
love
don't belong here. Everybody was right. Simon, all you hoes
men
in
need to not
Discord,
be in girl
they
world.
don't. Men should not be in girl world. I agree with that. Other
No,
Wait,
places,
there
what?
should be
fine.
no
They
men
don't
in girl
belong
world.
here.
No,
But peace and love.
period.
I don't think they do. I
There is
really don't
far
think
too
they do.
much mental illness in girl world
This is
for
we're
there to
all
be
like,
men here. Period.
yeah, it's like a community of broken
Period.
women. It's like slurs, like we could say it about each other because we're in it and we're part of it, but like not you because you're here to capitalize on the fact that a lot of these hoes are broken and you want their money and their
Right?
attention. Get the fuck out. Let us fight. Shut the fuck up or fight each other. Shut the fuck up. Get out. Thank you. But I'm not saying attack all the men. I'm just saying. That's all. I do.
I just don't like
I
the men.
have changed my
It's the
stance.
men are always problematic. That's all I can say. It is what it is.
That's not good. And we are too, but I feel like we can be because what place is this? Girl World, bitch. It's called Girl
Right?
World.
It's girl world for a reason.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm so glad that my whole life has been focused around pleasing men. And I come to
hmm
YouTube and my demographic or my followers are 90, literally it's like 97% female. And I love that so
Yeah.
much.
I I
I'm
I
like, yay,
and I mean
finally. I can just
I
be
love that for
me.
you and I don't mean that as a drag. Like I love that for you. I truly do.
Mm.
And
That's all I want. I wanna be the next glitter and lasers.
do it. Yeah, yes, you can and you will be better
I'm
because
trying to
you have a sense of
manifest it. If
humor.
I keep saying it, it's going to happen. You know that, right? You have to
Yes.
manifest it. I'm just going to
And
keep saying it.
And
What
you
I
have
said, 100,000 in a
Mhm.
year. I want 100,000 in a year.
Keep
You
saying
can
it, and
do
you
it
have a
too.
sense of humor that glitter and lasers. Oh
She's
man,
crazy.
I don't know how much is the mystique because a lot of like being successful is like not showing your cards is what I realized, and like being like the right levels of annoying and problematic to like keep people interested. But like
I am just permanently problematic. It's just the way it is.
so, some people are, and
I
that's
can't
why
help
you're a
it.
gutter
I'm
slut,
always, I
Veronica.
don't mean to be, right? That's why I'm a gutter slut. And that's why I'm proud. Proud gutter slut for life. Like,
Um,
it's
and if
just,
I've
it is what it
slandered,
is.
if I've slandered anyone during this, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. If I've offended anyone, I'm not gonna say I don't mean what I just said about you, but who gives a fuck? Who the fuck am I? I'm not shit. So I don't know. Sorry,
Well, but
kind,
didn't
Okay.
not
she
really.
just
Does
say?
anyone else have any questions before
Didn't
she
she
can?
just say a second ago that she has this platform and that she can say really bad things? She doesn't like the feeling of using a platform and having all these people, 8,000 people in her bedroom listening to her. But she
Yes.
doesn't give. But then at
Yep.
the same time, now like
Yeah. Well,
whatever I
because
said about you, even though I recognize it's a power dynamic and whatever, take it.
yeah, it's like, it would be one thing if and it has been one thing to endure the years of her just streaming to a screen and not realizing that all those names there are actually people that you are projecting your stream of consciousness onto, and imprinting on because you are in a position of power. But it's another that you are on a panel. You are now talking to a face. You wanted to see Veronica's face. I want to see your face while I'm talking to you, is what she said in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And real and knowing full well, yes, you are now currently on a panel, and you know that you're not in your bedroom and you're not alone, and there is
Mm-hmm.
an audience. So keep up the good work.
Go.
I want to
Because I
watch
need to
Rosie.
watch this Rosie sheet.
I
Okay.
want
Do
to
you want
watch
to
it.
watch
All
with
right.
me? You
Yeah,
want to
I'm
watch
gonna.
with me?
No,
Let's
no,
just
no. I'm
watch
hanging on. My
Rosie.
phone's about to die. I'm like I'm outside
Oh,
walking
okay.
up and down the street screaming
Okay.
up
Any
and down
other
the road.
questions? She'll be in chat. She'll be
All
in
right.
chat.
Bye. Thank you. I'm
Thank you,
sorry that I
sweetie.
derailed. I'm
Mwah.
sorry. Bye.
Love you.
I love you, Veronica. I do.
What's the foodie one? I love you.
I don't know. I'm in the dark. Wait. Can you see me?
Look,
You
you
can't see
look
shit.
beautiful.
Thank you.
What
Bye, everybody.
what?
Bye.
Yay.
Yay.
That felt very productive.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. We did
I,
it.
yeah, we did it. I don't even know how, but I'm so proud of us. We did it. And until the next one,
Oh my God.
um, I'm
So
so
then the
excited.
next one would be watching her jump onto Azria's stream then?
Ah, yes, probably. Yes, probably. I wasn't even thinking linearly. I was thinking like, do we go to something completely different? But
Oh.
no, we
We
have
could
to
do
like,
whatever, but we might as well get this. We got to like purge this.
yes, I agree. Okay,
Okay.
let's do it.
Because it's just such a great example of, because we can take ourselves out of it. Yes, we're putting ourselves in it because of our experience, but at the same time, we can take ourselves out. Like this could be about us. It could not be about us. It really isn't about us.
Yeah, it's our we have
But it's a
perspective.
really good example of her and what she does and who she is and how she plays and
Yeah, it
her
just,
all
yeah,
her
exactly,
the
all in
full
like
range of
a
emotion
3 day.
used. We went from like anger to sadness to crying, and the
Yeah,
things and what she tears up about is like so interesting to me.
yeah, it always is. It always comes back to, I'm always
She
fascinated
wants
by
to
that.
care. She cares, but she doesn't want to care. She really,
She
really
doesn't want
wishes.
to care, and it's foreign to her, and she rejects it at every turn. Like when
Mhm.
she starts to care, she has to remember to just be a gutter slut and to just enjoy it, because caring shouldn't be part of the equation. even
There
though
was
she knows she should have a responsibility of care. But
yeah.
yeah,
She in anything she's gonna test, test.
yes, yes, exactly.
Push,
Like, how
push,
did this
push.
go? So, and if did this go well enough? Okay, I can go to the next. Then,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, she was able to pivot immediately and get, and then be platformed in the next space, to do whatever it was she wanted to do there. So, which was, I think, continue, the to read to nail put the nail in the coffin of the Buddha, her Buddha thoughts. So
Which really, there's no history between them. I don't know how much they've even interacted. This
no,
is just
no,
based on
it's based
her
on her viewing herself as
opinion.
a chatter, as a harmless chatter,
A harmless
just a
chatter who
troll.
has no power or control or situation is
Exactly. But now that I do have a platform, I'm going to say these things out loud. I'm going to say what I feel about this person that I watched as just a viewer, knowing, full well that I am platformed and I'm in a position of power over even them, because, my platform is larger.
and then anyone who listens, any like that, I would imagine it, like, let's just pretend she listens, right? What
Yeah.
the feedback I imagine that we're going to get are
You're jealous,
well, there's always the jealous,
obsessed.
clout,
You're unhinged. Why are you still focused on this?
right?
Jessica is focused on the future and
And
magic
I'll
and
tell
dreams and
you, I
unicorns.
can tell you the reason why I even peaked is because I got mail. And when we could talk about it a different time, but I got mail to my house. And
Hmm.
that's why I even peaked into Girl World. And then I stumbled upon this woman using me as an example,
Yes.
and using my situation. And so that was
I was.
recent. So if you
Yeah.
guys are going to talk about it and use my
Oh.
story and my
Yep.
situation however you want, then I have every right to talk
Respond.
about my situation and our, who,
Yeah.
yeah.
Our collective. Yes, absolutely. And also, yes, I absolutely. I've got to download uh, that and those streams, because I think, yeah, I definitely would like to react to some of that, because absolutely, like, it's just another example. It's example of, like, a third tier,
Mm.
girl worlder, uh, a third tier, you know, Mexican, coming in and, yeah, and being like, I have thoughts. I'd like to put my hat in the ring and my thoughts out into the ether about these people. And, but now in this convenient package, because their words are useful to me in this, yeah,
Mm.
capacity. So, yep, we're definitely going to comment on that.
So we're getting the clout and we're getting our 15 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, I will talk to you later.
Yeah,
I have to put a little. I don't. I have to make a stupid thumbnail of some kinds. I don't even. It's just I don't even want to, but I have
you
to.
can do it. You got this.
Okay. Right. We'll talk later. I'll talk to you,
Okay.
like, you know.
Yeah, I gotta do things.
Okay. All right. Goodbye
Okay,
forever.
bye.
Bye. One.